Hola Sagittariuses, welcome to your love reading for December 2021. If it resonates, of course, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM and we can go ahead and set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Sagittariuses? For love. For December 2021, what do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to divine? Any messages would be greatly appreciated. And we thank you. What do you see? What do Sagittarius need to know for love for 2021 December? Can you please show me the influences they passed out of prior to December 2021 in regards to love? We have the World card in the upright. What are the energies that love energies for Sagittarius for December 2021? We have the Ten of Swords in the upright. And what will be the love energies as Sagittarius moves out of December? We have the, what is this? I haven't used these cards in a while, so I'm kind of, oh, okay. We have the Queen of Books in reversed, which is similar to the Queen of Wands in the reversed. Other things to mention, make sure you click on the link below for your what your love interest is thinking or feeling. Sorry, it took me a while. Also check out my playlist. 2021 sun moon predictions are in there. My 2022s are going up. I think I only have like 30 more or 40 more to do. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, donate. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. So it looks like Sagittarius says prior to December, you were over and done with something. You completed an entire chapter. So I feel as though you were in a relationship with someone, you realized you got everything that you're going to get out of it. And it's sort of like you hit a ceiling with the World card. So, you know, I feel like you've come to the end of the line. You say to yourself, well, there's nothing else to be learned here, to be had here. You might have gone through many cycles with this person also. So, you know, you've reached your last cycle, so to speak. So it's really time to close it out and kind of be done with it. So I feel that that's exactly what you did. I see the Ten of Swords here in the upright for December, and what I'm getting from this is I almost feel as though, because I'm seeing, I immediately focused on this couple here, kind of, and what I'm kind of getting is almost like a return. Someone returns to someone else, or a connection, or thinking of it, or I feel like somebody, either you or the other person, kind of proposes a return and says, hey, I'm back, or they kind of, you know, show up or what have you. And I feel as though you need to reiterate it's totally done. I feel like it's you. I feel like this person's kind of coming back, and you're kind of like, well, I've gotten everything that I'm going to get out of it. I told you prior to December that it was over, it was done. But I feel as though when they return in December, it's almost like you have to say it again because they didn't get it the first time. And I think it's not going to go very pleasantly. I think they expected a different outcome. They had different expectations, and I think that you are going to have to be very straightforward with them, very blunt with them. They might accuse you of being uncaring or anything in that regard, but you're just stating fact. So once again, I mean, I always say if there's anything worse than something ending the first time, it's ending the second time, because it's 10 times worse when it ends the second time. As you move out of December, I see this person isn't very happy about that. I see them kind of being, not kind of accepting it. So they kind of think that, well, maybe if I kind of, you know, am pushy or I'm aggressive, then Sagittarius will change their mind. They might be, you know, acting really kind of narrow-minded. So they're not going to entertain anything else that you kind of propose other than kind of what they want. If they don't get their way, they could get really petty, resentful, angry. The Queen of Wands reversed to me is using her power to be forceful, to kind of push her way in, and what have you, and kind of have the other person kind of give in to her. So I feel that's what they're going to try to do. I mean, at least this person's persistent, right? But I feel as though they really don't take no for an answer, and they're going to try to, they might even be a little bit belligerent about it or try to bully you a little bit. So just kind of be prepared for that. Let's see what the clarifiers have to say in regards to this. I swear I can't speak. I came off of COVID and a bad cold too, after COVID. And I swear, I think like one of the things about COVID is that it really affected my like memory and things like that. The way I connect the dots in my mind. Still a little foggy, but don't worry, it's not going to affect the reading. It just affects my brain connection to my mouth, I feel. So what do you see for the World card? Why is the World card here? Who are these people? What are these energies? Why are you showing us the World card for Sagittarius' love energies prior to December 2021? I almost feel like this card wants to be pulled too. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that the reason why you kind of wrap it up is because you knew there were other opportunities out there, and I feel like you felt like this person was just kind of holding you up, kind of preventing you from exploring other things. And it isn't necessarily even other people. I feel as though it's just other experiences. You have other adventures that you want to do, and you don't necessarily want to be tied down or be told what to do. You want to be able to explore what you want to explore. There's a really big world out there. There's a lot of stuff you want to kind of look into, and I don't feel like you can do this with this person weighing you down or having a ball and chain or somebody accompanying you. I feel like you really want to be free to explore without having any boundaries or anybody to dictate to you which way you're kind of going. Nine of Pentacles in the upright again indicates to me that you just decide you want to be independent. You don't want to have this person, whoever they were no longer adding to your life. They weren't making you shine brighter. It was just kind of like you were going through the motions just to kind of like have somebody, or things got very regular, and I feel like to you there's no point if it isn't going to be an uplifting experience for you. If you aren't going to gain knowledge, if you aren't going to learn from it, then maybe it's time to move on. So I see you wanting to be seeing that you're better off independent, standing on your own 2 feet, being self-sufficient, than being attached to somebody. Wheel of Fortune in reverse is an indicator to me that there was this catalyst, this kind of turning point where, things were fine until they weren't. And I feel as though prior to December, you just came to this pivotal point where you just decided this was no longer for you. You might not even be able to explain why. You might not be able to understand why, but you just knew that if it continued, it was just going to get worse and worse. I do feel like the other person was trying to resist this. They didn't want things to change. They wanted to stay in it. Of course, that's how it always is, right? But you kind of felt like, well, I got to keep this ball rolling. I can't kind of, I think, like I said, you felt like really bad luck was going to come upon you guys if you continued. So, in a way, I feel like you might have been doing this person a favor, kind of releasing them, saying, from things getting really, really ugly. And you kind of, have the intuition to know that they are going to point that way eventually. Why is the Ten of Swords here in December for Sagittariuses? Who's this person? What's this energy? Okay, yes, this person's trying to reconcile with you in December. Okay, the Six of Cups in the upright, the King of Pentacles in the upright, and the Six of Wands in reverse. So they do come in December. They try to say to you, or they're talking to you and saying, hey, we had some really good memories. We have a lot of history. We invested a lot into this. Remember when we did this? Remember when we did that? They're trying to take you down memory lane, trying to convince you of this. You guys, though, it's really hard to sell you guys on something that you don't want to buy. So, although I feel like you just kind of listen to them, you're being very affirmative and telling them, yeah, we had some great times, but those times are over now, but they aren't accepting of that. I see you being the King of Pentacles in the upright. You kind of telling them you're in a different place now, that you're addressing them very coolly. So you're making sure you don't kind of give them a glimmer of any warm and fuzzies or being responsive to kind of anything, because you're concerned that that's going to give them hope. They're going to interpret that as you leaving a crack open for them to kind of get into, and you don't want to have that. So you're just being very solid, very stoic, very cool, and continuing to say, no, it's over. I'm not going to change my opinion. The King of Pentacles, that's what I'm getting, kind of like, he's made up his mind and he's focused on practical matters now and things of that regard. His mind is not in the love realm. And I feel as though this is something you are in a very blunt manner communicating to this person. they feel defeated with the Six of Wands in reverse, and now they kind of feel like, well, what are you talking about? I came here. They were pretty confident that they were going to be able to. I feel like they were overly confident. They were trying too hard. They were overachieving. They figured if they set their mind to this, you know, something was going to happen. Now they're leaving kind of dejected. You know, and I feel like they don't deal really well with that. I feel as though, you know, when you kind of send them away, or they feel like they get sent away, they feel like they're being punished, and they feel like they didn't do anything to deserve it. They don't feel like they're surprised that, like, you don't, you know, your axis isn't them. So they're really taking this to heart when they leave. So I think that's why they turn into the Queen of Wands here. Why is the Queen of Wands here reversed? Who's this person? What's this energy? Yeah, the way that they're acting, they're emoting this way of acting to really cover up for how they really, how they, you know, their weaknesses, their insecurities, their own issues that they have. So they don't really deal with that really well. So the best way that they kind of deal with it is to kind of throw a fit, to get really angry, to try to bully you, to change your mind, to try to engage you in a fight or something of that regard. But they might be trying to do that. Strength card is the card of Leo, if that resonates, but it being in reverse, I feel like they're using their, again, they're bullying up on you. They're abusing their power, abusing their authority, abusing their strength, you know, to get you to kind of relent is what I'm getting. Justice card in the upright, to me, I'm getting two different things from this, and that's the card of Libra, by the way. One, I think you're trying to do the right thing here. You're trying to stay above this. You're trying to stay truthful. You're trying to stay honest. But the other hand, I feel like this person feels like they want their justice, excuse me, from you. So I think that's why they continue to be pursuant and pushy and what have you, because they feel like some kind of justice hasn't been gotten. You've treated them unfairly. They wanted to be treated fairly. It's just kind of a misunderstanding between the two of you. They just quite aren't getting it. They definitely have some things to work on. So so what I feel that you have no choice to do at this point, because I've kind of backed you into a corner, Hermit card in reverse, which is a card of Virgo, which is basically cutting them off entirely. I think before you left some channels open, I feel like they abused those channels. So now you're just kind of like, okay, you know, we're done here, and you don't, you're cutting them off entirely. You're kind of, you know, withdrawing from them completely, not kind of giving them a way to reach you or anything in that regard, because, you know, there's no point. You've already said it once, you've said it twice. You're not about to, go down the road with them again a third time. So that's what I have for you all. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM, of course. Otherwise, make sure you click on the link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling. And in that spread, I will also have something you do not know about them, in addition to if they are seeing or interested in somebody else. Could be this person, could be somebody else. I never know until I get in there. Make sure you continue to put up your requests for your 2020 Sun Moon readings. I'm still taking requests for those. I have 40 that are out. While you're waiting for yours to be done, check out your 2021 Sun Moon predictions that are still in my playlist. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, a little bit on TikTok, not much. Like, share, subscribe, donate, and or support my channel any way you can. Otherwise, adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye, Sagittariuses. See ya.